This podcast contains scenes of violence,
adult language, and
if we did our jobs right, disturbing subject matter.
Listener discretion is
heavily advised.
Welcome to GC News, the only source you trust to tell you everything you need to know about what's happening all along the Promethean Highway. I'm your host, Sigourney Ellen. Market in turmoil. After the unexpected and frankly inexplicable galaxy-wide broadcast of the opening of Usagicity Library's Maitland wing, statements made by newly minted academic Pyotr Maitland have caused certain stocks to plummet. SpaceX EQT, Jackson & Johnson, Trampcoin, the P&V 500 index, the AskCrack index, and, bizarrely, the concept of cats have all dive-bombed in a way that has stockbrokers scrambling. The Giga SEC is investigating any individuals who they believe might have profited off this obviously manufactured crash. Real meat bombshell. In the same speech, Maitland accused the popular source of vat-grown protein, Real Meat, of using human flesh in their products. The company has gone completely dark. Absolutely no statements have been issued on any of the company's media, which has furthered the decline of their already decreasing stock value. Additionally, many companies are reporting a backlog of Real Meat products, as the company has allegedly failed to honor any of their contracts at this time. Ned-led recall? Recent unusual behavior in GateSec's fleet of Ned-leds has caused a massive public outcry demanding their recall. A spokesperson from New England Dynamics has gone on record with the following statements, quote, "We're looking into it," end quote. But they, quote, "suspect that a mass recall is likely unnecessary," end quote, despite the fact that, quote, "the vibes are bad," end quote. We'll return with more after these messages.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to The Stars Aren't Alright, episode 9 edition. Now 25% less funny due to tariffs on our border. If you're an American audience, sorry if we are 25% less funny. We have with us today, we are back to the regular cast. Thanks for sticking with us for episode 8.5. I say thanks for sticking with it. It was a funny episode. It was fun. Yeah. It was good. But now Lee is back. So fuck those guys. Fuck those guys who helped us out.
Yeah, now we're not funny anymore.
Yeah, now we're not funny. Well, 25% less. That's tariff related though. Okay, great. Let's go around and get into it. We're going to introduce ourselves, our characters, and then let's share your character's favorite Gate City delicacy. Like, what's their favorite? Was a food that's specific? We've done something similar to this before.
I think we've done this before.
We did Gate City fast food, which is different than delicacy.
This has big, can I get a word? The word I'm looking for is wrench vibes to
it. What's your favorite potato-based fast food? That's okay. We won't do delicacy then. What's your character's favorite Gate City specific hooker? What's your favorite activity?
Hooker name.
Oh yeah.
Gate City specific hooker name. Fine, we're doing it. Fuck it. This is a morning session for us guys, so we're under-caffeinated.
Can I...
Come Ethian Highway. Sorry, I just had to say it.
I think this should be very slightly changed to what would your character's Gate City hooker name be?
That's way better. And we're going with that. But I have to acknowledge Gate Sack. That deserves its time. Amazing. Let's do that. What is your character's Gate City hooker name? Like Gate City prostitute. Gate City prostitute name. We can start with Tom.
Hi, I am Tom and I play Alastar Bran. If I were to have a prostitute name, it would be Real Meat.
Wonderful. I love that. Leah?
I am Leah and I play Glade Walker, and I'd say going back when she still had her driving helmet, she'd be like the drive her.
Ooh.
Damn.
Classy.
That's pretty good.
Hi, I'm Alex Collins. I'll be playing a HB number 2 pencil that somebody ejected through space in one of the first Apollo missions, which is only now arriving in the gate sector after thousands and thousands of years. And his hooker name would, of course, be Woody.
Of course.
Of course.
It's the only thing that makes sense. This is continuing a trend that we only discovered this morning after 20 episodes of main season content where we realized that Alex's joke characters are just based on objects that he sees around him. Great. Thank you,
I want to start
Alex.
planting objects around him.
Yeah,
There's going to be some
talking about
psyops that happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. We can do some psychological priming here. Speaking of, Catherine.
The Holy One. Took me a second, but we got it.
That's great.
We have to pause there. Catherine's been workshopping that
Yeah.
for hours.
Flashcards.
I'm back, baby.
I'm just picturing the Charlie Day in the Always Sunny thing where you just all the yarn. Amazing. Okay. Well, let's get into a recap. Glade had a dream about visiting wanton destruction on a Navy vessel when she awoke and found out she'd gone viral post-Shinjitsu. A metal mast giggled at her from within her subconscious. The Scotsman asked Glade what she wanted long-term, and she couldn't answer. He seemed to know about the book and told her he wanted it. Alastar was rushed to the Scotsman for medical attention and into the same ward as Caspian Glade. After getting some surgery from the hospital, boop, he had a heart-to-heart with Creed. Creed was saved by Dawn's son, the head of the Union in Gordo City, which avid listeners will remember from season 1.5. Juno and Pyotr prepared for their speech in different ways. Pyotr had dug short a bunch of stock options using the entirety of his savings and then gooned, I believe we established. Yeah. And then Juno slept on a pull-out couch. So kind of the same. Day of the speech arrived. And Alastar, Catherine looks so unhappy. Day of the speech arrived, and Alastar and Juno armed up, and Pyotr and Juno dressed up. Oh yeah, Juno did a Die Hard and taped a gun to her body. I wrote that in all caps. I was very excited that we did a Die Hard. Juno gave a very impassioned prayer for tolerance and reconciliation, which is really beautiful. And Pyotr committed economic terrorism. Slay! Anyway, but not before seeing his Papa Bear in the audience. Which, yeah, great, amazing. On the way to the thing, Glade and Alastar got a call from Party the Partition, who warned them that their enemies were coming for them, told them it was close to getting to the Angel and quote-unquote freeing them all, and then hung up. Doug also called Pyotr to tell him that he'd caught the speech, but that he'd picked up a Jesuit tale, warning the old fuck that the terrorists knew exactly where he was because of the magic of television. Just as Juno and Pyotr went to leave, red cracks in the fabric of reality formed on the back wall of the auditorium as a gate opened into the library, and the paladin, aka the scar-faced man, stepped through, asking if he could check out a book.
No.
No, it's my book.
Oh, well, he leaves.
Yeah. Just steps back.
There's actually a waiting list for the book. Yeah. It's like when the Harry Potters came, the library only had 2 copies.
Do you have your library card, sir?
Has to have proof of address. That's it. This is what the people are coming here for.
Wait, is this an out-of-state address? I can't do this.
So, a little bit of levity before the impending TPK. Let's start with Juno. Juno, you have left Pyotr and his father. What are you doing?
I am running towards Glade and Alastar, seeing them, and so the paladin is kind of coming through this crack in the wall.
So there's the crack of gate travel. The paladin had stepped through. I will say as well, you see 2 others step through with him. So in the room with you, Pyotr, there are currently 3 Jesuits, counting the paladin.
And if we are looking at the room, because you are famously good at spatial description.
Famously good at physical spaces, yeah.
Can you give me a brief description of what the room looks like?
Absolutely. Square.
Okay.
Less brief. Got it. Okay, so yeah. It was kind of in like this auditorium. Yes, great. Catherine has drawn a square.
That's a
That's a
rectangle.
rectangle.
You failed off base.
He said square, he meant rectangle. We all know that.
That's true. I have strength. This is not one of them. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you've got it right, square. Podium kind of opposite to the doors where you've left that opening. And it was in the top left corner of that square that the paladin kind of came through.
Okay, so next to the
podium.
Next to the podium. Okay. And then, oh God. Help. I don't know where I am.
That's deep.
There we
Catherine's about to accidentally switch to the incognito tab on her electronic
go. No one
notepad
needs
here.
to see that. We save tabs for later there.
To be fair, I feel like Catherine has also been very forthcoming about what her incognito searches
That's
are.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're less incognito.
She's an open book.
Open.
Oh, fourth
Oh, that's nice.
coming. Okay, so this is where. Okie dokie. So we have the paladin here, and my friends are on the other side of the podium or at the door here.
I would say Pyotr and Papa Bear, on kind of other side of the podium to the paladin. In the crowd, like they're not on the podium, and you would probably have started to move towards the doors because I believe last episode you agreed you were boosting.
In the northeast corner.
And then, heading to the northeast corner of the building.
Oh, the building.
But yes, I did actually write down northeast corner so that I wouldn't forget because I'm a good boy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So paladins in northeast. Friends are here. This is great audio content. I want to know. I want to know because we have to.
No, you're right.
I need to
You're
know what's
absolutely right.
around.
No, you're absolutely right to insist on this.
You said northeast corner. He is in the northeast corner. This is a paladin.
So that's fine. I arbitrarily picked top left, but it can be top right. And then,
I just don't know my directions.
Stage center.
What is that? That'd be state. We're getting kind of lost in the weeds here. I'm getting lost in the weeds here.
I am super lost in the weeds.
I like the idea that there's a northeast on a space station. It's like, yeah.
I mean, they also use Earth time, so there's.
Okay.
To be fair, there is gravity, which I know is not how cardinal directions work. I'm just like,
North is the opposite direction from where things fall.
yeah,
Follow
It's
the direction
up.
of gravity to reach your delusion.
exactly. North is up. Is that not the way it is? Maybe that's why I'm so shit with the compass. Anyway, great.
That's fair. Thank you.
Amazing.
We can cut all that, right?
Well, we'll probably cut a bit of it, but we'll leave some in there because it's good for the audience to know this as well. Okay.
Okay.
So you are running
Running off the stage to Glade and Alastar.
for sure.
We are going to fight, right? Like this is going to become we're not just going to run away. We're going to fight this guy.
You take a
Fuck
look
it.
at Pyotr, just like skin still kind of falling off of him.
Looks like
And
a
you
wax
think to
doll.
yourself, this man's ready for a fight.
He's gonna fight to the bone because the bone is almost exposed because of his skin sloughing off.
Fuck it. We shoot him.
What?
Wait, so you're not running away?
No, I'll run away. I'll run away first. Fine, I'll run away.
Fuck's sakes.
I'm confused and tired.
That was an extreme departure from I'm running.
Well, I mean, I feel
Leah's
like
gonna pull a Glade and tell Catherine that Juno left the room
I
and
will-
is running away.
Absolutely, and I will still say I think you guys are still on the line together. Glade and Juno are still on the phone. I don't think we specified that you guys hung up last episode.
yeah. Okay.
Don't shoot anything.
But I have the gun here and I have a clear shot, I think. No, you're right. I'll run to you. Juno just books it straight to Glade and Alastar, continuing to look back and yell at Pyotr the entire time. Pyotr, come with us. We can do this together.
Just a minute.
As you are yelling and not trying to surreptitiously leave, you can see the paladin's head snap over to you and immediately clock you. And then he gestures to the two Jesuits behind him to go chase after you.
Now can I shoot them?
So
Run!
we are going to do a chase. As you duck out of the room, these two Jesuits in hot pursuit. Pyotr, what are you doing?
Pyotr is going to try to surreptitiously leave the room. Like I'm trying to take Gaius, Pyotr's dad, and like duck down and in the chaos and fray kind of slip out the side.
Okay, gotcha. I will say, because this whole event is basically about you, and
what better time for me to just leave?
Just leave, yeah, like surreptitiously. And just also because Juno did just like yell at you and was like gesturing at you to try to leave, you can make a stealth check. I'm not going to say you can't, but I will give you a penalty dice on it.
Okay. So Pyotr grabs his father's arm and goes, "Follow me."
Amazing.
So with a penalty die, that's a 19, which is, what would I need for a...
How much luck do you have left?
Yeah, I'm going to spend 6 luck, and I'll make that an extreme success.
Damn. Okay. All right, 1 second.
Brian has to scream into a pillow for a second.
Give me, just 2 seconds here. Where are we here?
I feel like I get to add a D4 to my pain in the ass skill after that.
Okay. He just got a hard success in spot hidden. So you got an extreme success. So you beat him. However, your father is not moving with you. So Pyotr can leave, but you get the sense that Gaius is like, no, Pyotr, let go of me. Unhand me. So you have a split second decision window to make whether you abandon Gaius or you stay with him essentially, or try to drag him physically.
I'm gonna try to drag him physically.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Pyotr's toast. Cooked.
He's an old man. I'm gonna spend 2 luck to make that success.
Okay. He failed. So you drag him through.
Gaius, just come this way.
Very good. You pull him out of the room and he is protesting like the entire time. He's like, unhand me, Pyotr.
Gaius, they will kill you. I may want to, but I won't right now. Just come this way. Look, there's a little ventilation duct here. We can pretend we're going into that and then just walk calmly away.
If that's what you're trying to do, there's not an extreme enough success in the world.
Wait, what about oxygen tanks?
Yeah.
You do make it to the door, and you can see the paladin, having been briefly distracted. You kind of flick your gaze back and his eyes start like scanning the room, and you can see him moving towards the back of the room as you kind of take your father out the door. I guess we're doing 2 separate chase scenes. Where are you running, Pyotr? Are you going to try to catch up with Juno?
Yeah, so go out the other door, but then kind of meet, I'm assuming that they will be kind of in the front plaza, in front of the theater, and meet them there.
Okay.
Fuck off from there.
You've got it. All right. So we're going to pause you guys there. Glade and Alastar, what are we doing? You guys have just arrived at the UCJ City campus.
I presumed that we were meeting Juno. We were running to get her.
Yeah, for sure. So you're running to the library, the northeast corner.
Yep.
Underlined in my notes. Northeast corner of the library. So you guys are you're just gonna like bomb there on foot. Creed is with you guys. Go ahead and make spot hidden checks for me, please.
Spot hidden. Let's spot things. No, we will not.
I succeed.
Hooray!
Glade is just blindly running forward, trying to get to Juno, so...
Understandable.
Sees nothing.
Okay. All right. As you make that check successfully, really using good in-universe language there, Brian. Good job. Alastar gets the sense that he rolled dice well, and
Nice. Always wanted that sense.
exactly. It's just so a regular success.
Yeah.
You are running, and there is a plaza in front of the library. And as you guys would have to like kind of traverse through it, Alastar, you immediately clock on top of one of the buildings. You can just see a flash of light as it looks like a rifle scope catches the artificial sun of the station. You kind of grab Glade. Stop. Creed is just like immediately kind of responded to your body language. You guys have stopped. You're in the building just across from the plaza. You guys are kind of in a covered sidewalk area, and there are like concrete columns. And this kind of cues you, Alastar, to like look around. And then you can see, what you might have assumed were just kind of students milling around, except wearing suspiciously long jackets. You can clock on a regular success about 6 or 7 of them, and you suspect there are likely more.
Oh my God, Brian.
Of suspiciously long jackets?
They're not people. They're just jackets.
Why are people leaving these everywhere?
It's just
These had better just be goth kids.
Yeah.
or it's like a LARP session.
Yeah. No, you guys should just open fire. And they're just like, fireball, fireball, lightning bolt.
Your spells whack. Okay, noticing this, I've pulled them into cover.
What the fuck?
Snipers on the roof, more in the courtyard.
What? Where did you?
I saw the glint of scope on top of the building. There's snipers on the roof, and look at all these fuckers in long coats pretending to be mages in the courtyard.
You just hear them go, counterspell, lightning bolt, counterspell.
Those coats are suspiciously long, Glade.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
They're all wearing like dark sunglasses. And they're all bald.
They all have a cross on their forehead.
This could mean anything.
It's just one girl in tight leather pants who's just in the wrong place. She was looking for the con and ended up being a mercenary.
I will save the princess.
Okay, I don't think we're going to make it over to the library without a bit of a gunfight to get there.
Okay. Glade takes out her Marlin rifle, which I put a scope on.
You did. I remember.
Thank you for remembering.
You're welcome.
I was going to remind you.
Northeast corner.
Alastar, do you think that sniper saw us hide behind here? Or are we compromised?
Hard to say. If they're looking for people coming in here who's not part of their group, odds are they saw us. It's just a miracle I clocked them on top of the building. We're gonna have to fight our way out of this.
Okay.
Creed, you can see Creed kind of, he's like looking at the plaza. He's like, that's a lot of open ground.
If we don't cover the distance to the library, the people we're gonna try to help, certainly gonna die. One of them, for sure, is in incredible danger.
He just kind of like nods. He's like, I'm not saying we don't go, kid. I'm just saying we just need maybe a bit of a stronger plan than just running into a bunch of gunfire.
Why don't I get some higher ground and I'll cover?
Right. And do we have any grenades? Anything?
Creed goes, yeah, Creed also nods.
Okay.
So I got some grenades.
After an opening salvo, if we pop smoke in the middle of the courtyard so we can make that distance, make it to there, we can maybe bridge that gap with covering fire.
Juno! I'm still on the phone.
Juno appears inside. Yes.
The sniper hears a little achoo from. He's like, I know where they are
Open
now.
fire, LMG. Anyway, yeah.
Right?
Is there any other way to get to the library, like through the university, or is it just straight line across this courtyard?
You're not familiar enough with the usage of City Campus. Like, there might be. And you could take the time to look for it, but it would take time to
But
look
like, is
for
the library building in front of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just to kind of across, like, this open plaza is, like, the only downside there.
And we're currently in, like, a covered promenade with pillars between us and the courtyard.
You got it.
Okay. So we are in a position of cover from the sniper as it stands, but not from the people in the courtyard.
Right. And I mean, I need to get rid of that sniper before you even try to cross anywhere.
Okay, we've got the comms. If you can get the high ground to get a shot on him, we'll wait for the shot, and then me and Creed will try and deal with the goons in the middle of the courtyard here.
All right.
Okay.
Clay looks around for a way to like sneak up to a higher ground.
It looks like the building that you it's under this like kind of covered promenade of. There is a doorway like just behind you. You can go and like try to run upstairs to get to a bit of higher ground. You suspect that'll take a bit of time though. You're probably looking at like about 3 to 5 minutes to get up to the second floor.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's the only plan we got, honestly.
Yeah. Very reasonable.
Based on what I saw, it's not like we're going to have a clean shot at the person on top of the roof from down here.
All right.
Play a little enemy at the gates.
Yeah.
So we have the first vestiges of a plan from Glade, Alastar, and Creed. So Pyotr, you have grabbed Gaius and you've pulled him out of the building. You've met up with Juno in the hallway. However, I will say that kind of like negated there's like one exit to this. Mm-hmm. So you kind of negated your stealth roll previously. Actually, right. No, I have a thing. So we're cutting to a chase. Let's not negate it. Because you got an extreme success. You spent luck.
All he's trying to do is just like in the confusion slip out unnoticed. Yeah,
for sure. Because there is some panic. What I will do is we're going to establish a chase here. So the first thing that happens is all participants in the chase make a skill roll. So it's going to be Constitution for this one. If you succeed, your move rate is unchanged. If you get an extreme success, you get a +1 to your move, but if you fail, you get a -1 to your move.
Okay, I'm happy to report that Pyotr succeeds, so we're going to move at the blistering pace of 7.
7.
Yeah.
God, man was not meant for such speed. Amazing. Okay. And then Juno, could you make a con check for me, please?
I fail.
You fail? Okay, so you subtract 1 from your move for the purposes of this chase, which puts you at 7, I would imagine.
I was at 7. I am at 6.
You're at 6. Damn. Okay.
Oh, I think Pyotr's at 6 then. It's whatever 1 less than normal is.
No, you succeeded.
Yeah.
On your con check.
Yeah, so Pyotr's naturally slow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Your dad also succeeds, so he also stays at 6. Okay, so we're going to establish a track here. On one end of the track is the library room. You guys are just leaving. On the other end of the track is the outside courtyard that you guys are trying to get to through the building. There will be obstacles on the way. As Juno, you are running out, you kind of clock these 2 Jesuits sprinting after you. You look around and you see Pyotr and Gaius kind of come out after you. Gaius like pulling away from his son. I gave you advantage on your con check, right?
No.
Oh, you get advantage on your con check. That's what I meant to say.
Do I get advantage on my con check?
No, because he got an extreme success on his stealth check.
Fine.
Okay, so that is a... Do I get anything on a hard success on the con check?
No, it just has to be an extreme.
Okay, I'm going to spend 6 luck.
Great. So you
extreme success.
You get +1 to your movement. So puts
amazing. I'm almost as fast as a normal person.
Almost. Amazing. So now you guys have made it to the hallway. So the hallway, that's going to be our first spot. This is just a straight line, so it's all good. Thank you. We will need that map. Catherine drew a map for us, which is actually going to be awesome, and we're going to use it. So at the moment, Pyotr, you have a slight lead. So we have Pyotr. We're going to put Pyotr, Juno, and then Gaius are all going to be at the first spot, which is our just making it into the hallway. Behind you in the library are the 2 Jesuits and the Paladin. So because you succeeded on your stealth check, you got an extreme success on your con check, I'm going to...
Another infuriating dice rolls.
Yeah. You are running. It does look like there's a janitor pushing a big cart full of cleaning supplies that you will have to dodge around, Pyotr. So to do that, my instinct is to call for a dex check. So this is a dex check to pass it. If you fail, you can still pass it, but you will, like, it'll kind of be like that's where you'll stop. So you'll make this next move.
Okay. As I make this dex check, can I also yell at him that there's a cleanup behind me in the library amphitheater that he should go take care of?
I mean, yeah, you can just yell at him if you want.
Yeah, someone was sick in the amphitheater. Go get it, please. Thank you.
I'm on smoke break.
I expertly dodge around him with a hard success.
Hard success? Okay, amazing. So Pyotr, you move past the janitor.
Can I use my hard success to give advantage to my father by like pulling him in the correct direction?
You could sacrifice your hard success. I would say you need an extreme success for that.
Do I?
In order to pull him past. What we're going to do is... I'm struggling today, guys. My apologies.
Brian is like 2 turns away from killing off half these fucking characters to simplify a thing. It's just great.
Too many characters. We need to,
the building explodes. Asteroids?
Asteroids.
We're going to go to dex order, which is how we actually established this chase. Sorry, guys. This is my first chase I've ever run, so I'm kind of like, I'm just winging it.
It's okay. It's crunchy.
Great. So, thank you, Catherine.
But also get your shit together. Fuck.
It is I who must shit in a group. All right, here we go. What's your Dex, Pyotr?
40.
It's 40. And then Juno?
My dex is 50.
Dex is 50. Okay, great. Pyotr, yours is 40, as is Gaius's. Juno, what's your highest skill?
Just skill in
Or
general?
not skill, sorry. Highest combat skill.
50.
50, okay.
Is charm a combat skill?
Not in this context, but no, so that means you go first. Okay, great. It'll go Paladin, Juno, one of the Jesuits, the other Jesuit, then Pyotr, and then Gaius. Thank you. So, awesome. You have passed that first obstacle, Pyotr, just to honor that extreme success.
Hard success.
Hard success. No, sorry, I was referring to something previously, but I didn't qualify it at all, so fair correction. Next up, we're just going to go now to the top of the turn order, and it will be the Paladin. With blinding speed, the Paladin, basically the way it works is we take your relative move scores, and then you each get a certain amount of movement actions. You're going to get one by default. Everyone gets one. But you get more based on the difference between your speed and the speed of the slowest person in the chase. So the Paladin's move speed is 9. So he gets 2 movement actions, basically. So movement actions can also be spent to, like, do other stuff. Like you don't have
Like
to
throw
run,
a Bible into
like
space.
throw a Bible into space.
Or forget how much
Or
oxygen
a
you
gun.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, gun space.
Gun.
Lots of options is what I'm hearing. So the Paladin is going to burst out of the library. It's going to take one of his movement actions. His second movement action, he is going to basically just come sprinting up. Juno, you turn around and you can see him just flick your glance over your shoulder, and you can see him just bearing down on you, moving with this kind of effortless, graceful speed. But that is both of his movement actions just to catch up to you. So that will bring us to Juno. What are you doing?
How many movement actions do I have?
You have 1. The Paladin is the only one who has 2.
Is there anything in my way if I want to run away?
There is the janitor, if you wanted to run down the hallway towards the northeast corner of the building.
I don't know if it's likely that I will be able to kill the Paladin alone with one shot. So,
I mean, you also have a fucking cannon of a gun.
That is also true.
how much fuckery can I get into right now?
It's you. I'm assuming infinite.
A lot, yeah. I would like to see him over my shoulder.
I will say this. You can either move or you can shoot your gun.
Yeah,
It's kind of a choice.
I know. And if I move, I have to make a dex check anyway.
Correct.
You are here. He's right behind you. There's the stinky janitor, and there's Pyotr and Gaius.
Yes.
This is dangerous.
So are you telling me that I should shoot at the danger or run away from the danger?
Get past the janitor.
I don't know if I can pass a dex check. It's the same as my firearms check. We fucking shoot him.
Holy shit.
No,
Okay.
no. We run away. We run. Okay, I fucking dex check. Good dice. I hard success.
Hard success. Okay. All right. On a hard success, you make it past the janitor. Amazing. Okay. Then we're going to have our 2 Jesuits. They only have 1 movement action, so they can basically just kind of get out of the hallway. They are trailing far behind the Paladin. That makes sense. Then we're going to have Gaius. Gaius, who's with you? Gaius has to make a dex check here.
Okay.
That is a failure.
Alex seems like a lucky guy.
I was going to say, can you go ahead and roll 3d6 for me, please?
It's 11.
11. Okay, so Gaius has a pool of 55 luck points, and he will spend 6 luck to get a success. So he also manages to pass the janitor. Great. And that will bring us back to the top of the turn order. We are going to pause the chase there. Outside, Glade, you're still on the phone with Juno. You can hear this running and these kind of sounds of exertion. You can hear the sounds of a janitor being passed.
Hey, I just mopped those floors.
Yeah, well, forget
It's
about
like the jangle of just way too many keys.
So many keys.
So many keys.
I'm just going to bring back the Christmas bells from our Christmas episode. I'm going to say for the sake of expediency, because I don't want to think about it anymore. You make it, if you're just going up to the, I guess it would be the second floor.
I just picture, so Catherine labeled this building I'm going into as the liberal arts.
The liberal arts building, yes.
And I feel like Glade just runs in, wearing her butterfly mask and just decked out. She's got grenades, she's got a shotgun, she's got a rifle.
Immediately, there's kind of a front desk, and the woman at the front desk is just yep, theater department's down, end of the hall, take a left.
Perfect.
This is such an interesting interpretation of Macbeth, by the way.
Yeah, okay, anyways, so Glade, heads to the roof or, somewhere higher. Or she can go to the window or...
Gotcha. So if you're going to try, this is a multi-story building. To try to get to the roof, I'm going to say, I'm just going to put you guys in a separate dex order as well. So let's just sort that out quickly. What is your dex?
It is 65.
65, great. And then Alastar?
60.
Alrighty, 60. And let me just look up Creed quick. What is your highest combat skill, Alastar?
It would be firearms. 75.
Okay, amazing. So it's going to go Glade, Alastar, Creed, and then your many and sundry enemies. Amazing. Okay, so Glade, I'll say if you're going to try to get to the rooftop of the building, I'm going to say that'll use your turn this round, essentially, just to try to get to the top, which I think is still pretty generous. It should probably take longer, but whatever, fuck it. It's just going to take your turn this round to do that.
Okay, as I'm running, data center still on with Juno. I'm just Juno, just run, hide. There's a sniper. We got 6 bogeys outside. Just hide.
There's a sniper? Where am I supposed to hide?
I heard a janitor. He's got to have a closet somewhere.
Wow, you're very good at these identification skills.
It's part of Reaper training, actually, just to identify janitors.
Identifying janitors from afar.
We do have a paladin on our tail.
What?
You just hear him go,
"Hi, Glade. Am I on speaker?"
Yes.
Fuck.
I think I might be able to lead him outside if you have line of sight.
Fuck, not yet.
Right. I will distract him until you are ready.
No, just run. Just get out of there.
Where am I supposed to run?
The idea that Juno is having this entire conversation as she's sprinting down the hall is very Juno. Just hello.
Hello.
Oh, how are you? Yes, lovely to hear from you,
she's
dear.
one hand's holding up her robes.
Exactly.
I was just curious what the plan is.
But she
Amazing.
actually baseball slides past the janitor while this is all happening.
That will be that round, or that turn anyway. Alastar, what are you doing?
Pull out my gun, pull out my sword, and the cover situation is kind of fine where we are.
As at the moment, you guys have amazing cover.
And I noticed them, but there's no sign that they noticed us.
No, not yet.
Right. I'm going to try to get to a more beneficial position, just continuing to walk in the general direction of the library, but maintaining cover underneath this promenade.
Certainly.
So that Creed and I have some distance between us, and I'm going to signal to him to prep frag grenades to toss into the courtyard.
Totally. So he...
and I'm just going to ready my pistol.
He just kind of nods.
When the boom boom goes.
Yeah, he kind of gets out his kind of shorter rifle from under his bulky LARP jacket, and then he goes to the other side of the promenade. Okay, great. So you're getting in position, but you're not doing anything as of yet. Just to be clear, you're kind of just prepping it.
Prepping.
You can see, he kind of reaches under his jacket to his tack vest. He's kind of got his gun in a ready position, and he's just got puts his finger into the pin, and then it's just looking at you and ready. And waiting. Okay, great. They're going to hold the actions. That's not relevant yet. Amazing. Back to the chase. So, it's going to start with the paladin. The paladin is going to try to rush past the janitor. He's got to make a dex check. This would
Hey, you goddamn kids, there's no running these here halls.
be very funny if he fails this. Alex, would you want to witness this dice roll?
I do, yeah.
No, it's not quite an extreme success. It got a very hard success. So hard. And he effortlessly parkours off the wall past the janitor. Unnecessarily, by the way. There was plenty of room.
I gotta mop the goddamn walls. We do what's going on here.
Goddamn, he's putting these little bits of goop on the wall. And he is going to try to grab you, Juno. So
Okay.
he's going to do a fighting maneuver. This is with his second movement action. We're going to use Brawl. So you can oppose this with Brawl or with Dodge. Or you can just make a straight dex roll to just try to straight dex out of the way.
Or distract him with your boobs.
You can try.
He is a religious fundamentalist.
Yeah. So which
Who
could
just
either
came from another dimension, so might not be super into the titties at the moment, eh?
or he's a
Actually,
religious
either way.
fundamentalist. Yeah, so he's like, he could just be like, ah! I haven't masturbated in a decade.
Highs or lows, Brian? I will try to. Juno will dodge.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make your check.
Extreme success. By that face.
I need new dice. If somebody has any dice that they've let sit in the sun of the moon, in the
Sun of the moon. To be fair, technically, the light of the moon is the
from
light
the
of the sun.
sun.
Yeah,
There we go.
So-
There we go. I am not wrong.
it was all intentional.
Brian, that was a fumble.
Oh.
A 99?
It was a 99.
Oh,
Hell
fuck.
yeah. And you don't have like 40 luck just on hand?
No, I have. I mean, can I use luck to make it not a fumble, or is this like a nat 1 situation?
I think if you were willing to spend enough luck to get it to a success,
Oh, no.
which, yeah, sure. But
We physically cannot do that.
that makes sense. Yeah, we're going to say, yeah, you can't luck your way out of a fumble. Okay, consequences.
You get off. Get off of me.
He doesn't.
I feel like you just kind of swoon into his arms like in an old-timey movie. Like,
The janitor goes, young love.
I remember the first time I fell in love with a religious fundamentalist from another dimension.
If I had a nickel every time it happened, I'd have a dime, which it's not a lot of times, but it's weird.
Weird that it happened twice.
So the paladin runs up Juno. He grabs like the hem of your very sporty blazer, and he kind of like pulls you back. And on a critical fumble, you feel the cold metal barrel of his pistol go up under your jaw and get pressed into your throat.
Am I still on the phone?
You are still on the phone.
Glade?
And you hear him just say to the rest of them, he says, Pyotr, you can continue running if you wish, but I do not think you will like what follows. Glade, you hear this clearly through the phone.
She still has the book, doesn't she?
She does.
Pyotr stops and stops Gaius and turns around. Well, shit. Glade, are you on the phone?
Clay doesn't say anything.
I guess not. Okay, negotiations, terms. What do you want?
Give us the book.
You hear Glade from the data center. If you want the book, come outside.
Go ahead and make a fast talk check for me, please.
Can I help?
How are you helping?
I'm going to say that we would need to get it. We're going to need to discuss this with the lady with the mask and the gun.
Okay, that's a reasonable thing. I will say you can either both separately make fast talk checks, and it kind of be a group success or group failure thing, or one of you can give the other a bonus dice.
Do you have any points in fast talk?
Yeah, I got 64.
Oh shit, better than mine.
All right.
So then just give you a bonus?
Yeah, totally. So this will just represent that you obviously queued him up.
Fuck!
No.
I got 2 94s.
Damn. So not quite a critical fumble.
Not quite a critical fumble.
You can see the paladin's head just tilt, and he just goes, so it's on one of you two. And he looks between Juno and Pyotr. He says, I would have suspected you would have given it to the masked one, but no safer hands than yours. And you can just hear the hammer of the gun get pulled back.
Pyotr is going to look at Gaius and with a nod say, sweet Jesus, if there's anything you can do, if you could help me for once in my fucking life, now is the time.
Okay. Gaius looks at you, and you can see he is pale. And this physical exertion, even though you guys have only run, 20 meters.
It's a long way for a Maitland.
It's a long way for a Maitland. Usually they have someone else do their running for them. he's like sweating. He's kind of like out of breath already. And he just kind of, his eyes cast around wildly and says, just give them what they want. We don't have to die here.
We can't, Gaius. If they get what they want, we all die.
Pyotr. He kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. Maybe the first time that he's ever done this, not in a disciplinary way. He just says, we're insulated from things like that, Pyotr. That happens to other people, not to us.
It's about to happen to us now.
And you can see, as you say that, it's just his eyes, if possible, go even wider, as just like the fact that this man is in danger from, broadly speaking, a system that he has helped prop up, but always felt like insulated from. But you get the immediate sense that he doesn't have anything to offer in this particular scenario. There is also maybe a flash of insight. Your father has been paraded through your entire life as the ideal academic, the academic of academics. This is one of the smartest men in the galaxy, and you realize in this moment, he's just another grifter.
He ain't got them street smarts, you know?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
He does indeed not know where to park the car.
Not a single R in that sentence. Yeah, so Gaius unfortunately doesn't have anything to offer you.
Okay. Pyotr looks back to the paladin and goes, "You might be right, but we would need to talk with the masked lady, or else this ends badly for everyone. I've underestimated her before, and I've nearly died for it. Don't make the same mistake I did."
This is always such an interesting conversation to have with non-believers. You appeal to my sense of mortality as if I would not gladly give my life to spread his light to every corner of this galaxy. All of us can die in this hallway, starting with the faith. Or you can give me the book.
Glade tries to hypnotize him through the phone.
My leg is
Oh boy.
Amazing.
That's so good.
How do you like them apples, Brian?
This is not good.
We're making jokes because we're all so fucking scared.
So, if you would like to try to hypnotize the paladin through the phone,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 penalty dice. We're going to need an extreme success.
Okay.
And what are the consequences?
It's not going to
This
work.
is going to be psychoanalysis. So what? But tell me first, how is Glade doing this?
The most unimpressed face.
I mean, it was kind of a joke, but if you actually wanted me to go
Wait,
through
are you?
this,
So no, I can never tell with you.
Gina's really rubbing off on Glade.
and not all the way she wants.
But actually, what are you doing?
Okay, through the data center, Glade says, "Look, don't shoot her, okay?"
Needs to roll some dice quick. He just goes, I feel that this is not going anywhere. And you feel, Juno, the gun leave your jaw, and Glade, there's this crack of report that even the data center tries to compress, but it just translates to a burst of static as the gun goes off. Pyotr, the hand holding yours goes slack. So you look over, and you see a hole in the center of Gaius's forehead. And he just slumps to the ground.
Gaius!
The Glade's like, "No!"
Gaius!
Yeah, Glade doesn't know.
Pyotr lets Gaius fall and looks at Gaius's body for a second, and there's no emotion on his face. And he turns and looks back at the paladin and says, Okay, you have made your point. I will give you the book. And Pyotr walks towards him, bunching up his coat in the back.
Can Juno make a sleight of hand check?
To do what?
To untape her gun from her body and shoot him.
Okay. There's a couple of things happening here at once.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm into.
Which you created.
Which I created.
You made this happen.
No. I mean, I guess let me clarify. I'm glad no one's hypnotizing anyone over the phone. I like that these are their actual
Can
plans.
I hypnotize him in person?
Oh my god.
Hold on. No, say what you were gonna say, and then my fuckery will ensue.
So, Pyotr, I'm assuming you're just trying to get close to him to blast.
Okay, or I'm gonna try to stab him in the neck. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need sleight of hand checks. Actually, no, sorry. From you, I'm going to need a fast talk or stealth check from you. And Juno, yes, sleight of hand check from you. So we're gonna need hard successes on both of these.
Would it still be a sleight of hand check if I just try and like ram him in like he's holding me, and I imagine my body's quite close to his?
For sure.
And then I can just like fucking hit him and try and destabilize him.
That would be a brawl.
It'd
be opposed. It would be brawl.
This is a surprise to everybody, but my fighting brawl is pretty bad.
Wow.
Really?
Crazy.
So that's a hard success on the fast talk check.
Okay. Hard success on that.
Pyotr, hold on before we do anything rash.
Juno, just stay there. I am going to take care of this.
Wait, so we Glade have heard Juno's voice then?
Yes.
Okay.
We are all ready to die for our cause, but it doesn't have to go this way.
Does that slow Pyotr down?
No, Pyotr's just calmly, slowly stepping towards.
Walking up. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see the gun has tracked to you there, Pyotr. Juno, are you going to make...
I'm gonna fucking sleight of hand it.
I will say this. So you're gonna sleight a hand to go for your gun or a fighting brawl to try to knock him off.
Yeah.
I will say because he's so close to you and the gun is very near to you, I would give you a bonus dice on a brawl check. And actually, realistically, just to try to like knock his gun offline, you wouldn't need a hard success to do that.
Okay, let's
You're not like disarming him or anything. But
Oh, this is not good. Okay, I'll brawl with
Okay.
the
go ahead.
advantage. Or I'm going to spend 11 luck to succeed.
Okay. Damn. All right, so you got a hard success
On the fast talk.
on your fast talk check.
11 luck.
We are getting not very lucky.
Juno, you can feel as Pyotr's starting to approach, you feel this like tenseness enter the paladin's body, and just out of the corner of your eye, you can see the finger begin to just tighten on the trigger, and just you instinctively just kind of like juke to the side, you knock his hand offline. Pyotr, there's this like flash of light, you lunge forward with your knife. Go ahead and make your fighting brawl check.
That's a fail. And there's not enough luck to save it.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
I will say you succeeded on your thing. I will give you a bonus dice on this because you're catching him a little off guard. I wasn't expecting this from
That is an extreme success.
Whoa.
you. Okay. On a knife, that's impaling damage. So you get the max damage the knife would do, and then you get to roll and add it again.
So max damage it would do is 6. Plus 6 plus 5 is 11.
11 points of damage. Damn.
So Pyotr, like semi-blinded by the muzzle flash of the paladin's pistol, just does a wild swing of an uppercut and catches him in the jaw with the knife.
Absolutely. So as you are doing it, like Juno's knocked his gun offline. Your knife catches on his chest as he's like moving towards you, and you can feel this kind of resistance of nano weave armor, and then it goes slack, and then you cut his jaw. There's this like spray of blood. Could I get Juno? Could you make a luck check for me?
We can just say it's a fail right now.
No,
No.
dude, statistics.
No,
Might
it's a fail.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So you manage to cut. You can see, like, in that slash, like, even a bit of jawbone, like, exposed. And he kind of, like, winces. The blood that comes out is not just red. It is mixed with this kind of black ichor. And he just kind of... I didn't think you had it in you, Pyotr.
Fuck you, you creepy. I'm not gonna say. Fuck you, you creepy son of a bitch.
Fuck you, you trumpet.
Slutty trumpet. He is going to pistol whip you. This is going to be an opposed brawl.
Okay, Pyotr is gonna fight back. Pyotr, fails.
Pyotr fails. Okay, he succeeds. As he pistol whips you. Sorry, let me just think about what damage that would do.
Brian, is he still holding me?
Yes.
Okay, so I just like he's off kilter. I pushed him off kilter, but he's still holding me.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to treat this damage the same as brass knuckles. Like, that seems fair to me.
That makes sense.
So it's 1d3 plus 1 plus his damage bonus.
What's his DB?
You don't know, but nice try. That's 3. 3 plus 1 is 4 plus his DB is another 4. He pistol whips you for 8 points of damage.
As the pistol comes up and hits Pyotr in the forehead, Pyotr's eyes, as he's going to the floor and is losing focus, go to Juno, and they go to the book. And as they come and hit the floor, Pyotr's eyes see the father that he hated for so long lying there lifeless as just another man, right before Pyotr's eyes close for the last time.
How many hit points is your maximum possible hit points?
It is 10.
Gotcha. And how many hit points are you at?
5.
So this wouldn't kill you outright. However, because you have a major wound still, I believe.
I do.
This knocks you unconscious. So what you see, you might not necessarily, it was a very beautiful thing. I want to acknowledge that.
Not yet, bitch.
It's very beautiful.
But fuck your life.
Fuck your life. Might end up being the case. So what happens is you now go unconscious, and you have one round basically. Like, you have to make a con check every round, or you will die.
Okay.
So you see this blindingly fast pistol's blur of metal just connect with Pyotr's temple. And he has that wobbly moment of connecting with you, Juno, looking to his father. And then he falls. And unfortunately, he falls at like a horrible angle to the wall. And you just hear this sickening crack as his skull just hits the wall. And his body just goes limp. And like your immediate like first aid brain, like the angle that he's lying at is just like something very bad has just happened to Pyotr.
You absolute motherfucker.
And then
She says to Pyotr.
Juno, could you make a con check for me, please?
That's a hard success.
On a hard success, you manage to not cry out and you don't take any damage as the hot barrel of the gun sears into the flesh of your neck. And he says, I have endured your corruption, faith, as a testament to my commitment to the will of soul. But you try me.
Paladin?
The phone's still on speaker.
Where is the phone? Where is the data center?
Juno has been like frozen in this. She expected, just like Gaius, that things like this just couldn't happen to her, right? And as soon as she got grabbed, she just froze. So she's just clutching the phone and acting totally instinctually, which for her is against her character very quiet.
Okay. Paladin?
Yes.
Look, I was there in Juno's house when you killed supposedly the person she never fucked.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I heard she was never going to fuck him even.
This is what we're gonna get fucking caught on.
I imagine that in character.
Yeah. She's also numbers. Like, come on, guys.
Seriously?
You, by the sounds of it, have been watching from afar, allowing her so-called corruption. I believe you to be just as guilty. So why don't you let her go and come outside? We'll give you the book, but me and you, we'll see who Soul decides to give justice to.
A challenge.
A gun duel.
Pistols at noon. Go ahead. I'm gonna get you to make a check here. So, I mean, like, persuade would make sense. Because you are... This is something I'm assuming Glade is willing to do. It would be persuade or fast talk. I'm going to give you a choice. You can roll the dice here. If Glade is actually willing to do this, you can use your firearms skill to make this check. If Glade is bluffing just to try to get him outside, you have to use fast talk. You don't have to let me know which one it is. I trust you. Just let me know whether you succeed or fail.
My God, dice are so bad today. It's a fail. Rolled a 95.
You can hear in his voice this like excitement. A tempting offer, but I must not let my pride override the will of Soul. You can hear him turn to one of the other Jesuits in the room, who have now caught up. And this time, he says, check his body for the book. And the other Jesuit steps in front of you, Juno, and begins searching Pyotr's unconscious form.
Don't you touch him. You let him go. You take your hands off of him. Pyotr, you and I are willing to die for this. I have always been willing to die for my God. I understand. But these people don't deserve this. There is much about the book we have learned. And as another person of faith, an interpreter of our God, I could be more use to you alive than dead. Let him go, and I will help you find the book. Can I persuade? Even though that's a very bad idea for me.
You're not technically lying.
Nope. I'm very careful not to lie.
Yeah, you're very careful not to lie.
I know my stats.
You do. Yep. Go ahead and make a persuade check for me.
It is a success.
Yay!
But only fucking barely. Just let him be.
The other Jesuit finishes his search and shakes his head to the paladin. So, by process of elimination, you have the book. But very well, Faith. Come with us. And he begins pulling you away.
Away from the courtyard?
Yes.
Further into the library?
Further into the library.
What? Hey, Juno, what are you doing?
This is what I have spent my whole life doing. I have dedicated my life to my God and trusting in Soul. I trust you, Glade. I trust Pyotr, and, well, it is new, I also trust Alastar. And all of you, the soul I truly believe in, lives in all of you. It will be okay. And Juno goes without a fight.
Okay. Outside, Glade, you have managed to make it to the roof, if you were still traveling to the roof.
Yeah, sure.
You can see basically the sniper on the other roof, and now you can kind of see the 7 Jesuits. You have like clear beads on just about everybody. You kind of get your rifle set up on like a bit of a rest. Super steady. What are you guys doing outside?
Did the gunshots distract any of the people in the courtyard?
There was and you can see them like tense up and a bunch of hands disappear under jackets. And you can see them, if anything, like they're now like looking towards the library, but they aren't necessarily like all rushing there. They have like a specific task they've been given.
I guess Glade would have messaged in position if she got up there.
As soon they're tensed up, they're looking in the other direction. As soon as I get the message from Glade, because I haven't heard any of that phone conversation, I'm going to give the signal to Creed to toss his grenades out, And the second those things go boom, I'm going to lean around the corner with my pistol and just take shots at the people who are still standing.
Okay. Oh, fucking K. All right. With that nod from you, Creed just kind of like takes just like a quick breath, steady himself, pulls the pin out of a grenade, throws it into the courtyard, in like, obviously in like an opposite direction to you guys. Counted. 2. Frag grenade explodes. Glade, you see this pop. All of you are going to get a free action before we go to Dex order.
Everyone, even me?
No, not you.
I actually
gets
don't
it.
want that because that's just a chance to die. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are you guys doing with your? How are we doing? How are you?
Not great,
highest
to be
in the
honest.
Dex order.
I'm gonna shoot you, Brian.
That's fair. You might as well put me out of my misery. Yeah. No, absolutely. So, firearms checks, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your firearms checks because you guys are doing this from like Glade. Your firearms checks pretty much you're shooting down like unless somebody
I was gonna
managed to
shoot the
run.
sniper.
Totally, right? And I was going to say, so for this first round, you're going to get bonus dice. And until the people in the courtyard can take cover from you, you're also going to get bonus dice because you're shooting just from such an advantageous position. For this first round, you're going to get a bonus dice, Alastar, and Creed is as well, just because you guys are ambushing them, essentially. So go ahead and let's make our firearms checks.
First one hit.
Hard
Second one.
success.
Nice.
Second one is a hit. Third one is a hit.
Amazing. Okay, let me just give these guys a smattering of hit points. Glade shooting at the sniper. Alastar, you're shooting at just one of the ones in the courtyard.
Whoever's standing. Yeah.
Totally. And then Creed is also going to shoot at one of the ones in the courtyard. We had... What did you get, Alastar?
I got 3 successes.
Are you burst firing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So your first one would have the bonus dice. Your second would be a straight roll. Third one with the penalty dice?
Yeah.
Great. Yes. Okay, great. 3 successes. Awesome. And then
One hard success.
hard success. Okay, awesome. Guys, go ahead and roll your damage. Creed critted.
Heyo.
Yeah.
That's what we like to
That's
see.
what we like.
Okay. First shot on the guy is 8 for me.
8 points of damage. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 10 on the first, 10 on the second, and 10 on the third.
Gotcha. Glade.
14.
14. And that's on the sniper, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. Glade, you line up your shot, take your breath, just that relaxed hand, and you start pulling the trigger, and then you just hear that break, and gun bucks against your shoulder, and you see the sniper's head just like vaporize. Perfect headshot. He's still alive. No, I'm just kidding. His aim is going to be terrible now.
Yeah.
Head just vaporizes.
Hell yeah.
Alastar, you line up your shot and just instinctively, like, fanning the trigger. Blam, blam, blam. You see your first shot catches him, like, basically in the pelvis. And you can just see his form just collapse immediately. Your second shot kind of like just above his stomach, and then your third shot like just under his one shoulder, and he just crumples to the ground, dead. You hear a crack as Creed just steps out from behind his pillar, just a single shot, and then there's this like mist of red behind the necks of the one who's standing next to the guy you shot. He just drops to the ground. First round, you guys have killed 3.
Did the grenade do anything?
The grenade, he threw it like in the opposite direction to try to like distract them from looking that way, which is why you guys all got bonus dice.
Perfect.
Great. That is going to bring us into the combat order. But before we do, Pyotr, you are lying there.
Cleverly pretending to be dead. Pyotr lies in a half world of mostly light and noise, and he desperately tries to cling to this world.
Oh my god.
I think this is cocked.
that is
That's cocked.
Okay. And he fails.
Oh my god.
But the janitor is secretly a doctor, right?
Can I roll for the janitor to be a doctor?
Luck check.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's a success.
What the
was your luck?
fuck?
What was
My
your
luck
luck?
is 20. I rolled a 13.
Brian.
Holy shit.
Come on. Brian.
I want to point out like the amount of times that have been like, fuck you, make a dice roll. And it fucks me every time.
You hear the satisfying stretch of duct tape being unrolled as he goes to wrap you.
I'm calling my union rep after this. This is not part of the job description.
You, Pyotr, feel yourself slipping away. You can feel like just your body kind of going numb. You're seeing the hallways just kind of fades to white, and then all of a sudden there's a prick in the side of your neck. And as you get stimmed,
Holy
your
fuck.
eyes pop open,
We love janitors.
We love janitors.
and the janitor is hovering over you, that kind of grumpy expression having changed, but his eyes glowing blue. As Major Ziggy speaks through him.
What the fuck?
You've let this situation get quite far out of hand, Pyotr.
How are you in a person?
And you think back to Gizenshaw Station when it inhabited another member of the Witnesses.
And I see the little AM, FM radio implant that the janitor got for Christmas one year in the side of his head. Glowing blue.
You can see it is glowing blue. Also noteworthy, you see the janitor immediately start to form sweat on his brow. And you think about what happened when Party possessed Caspi.
But we love the janitor.
The janitor's been like the real MVP.
Okay. Leave him alone. I will take it from here. We will get the book.
He chose this. We have to figure some stuff out, Pyotr Gaius Maitland.
I grab the janitor's shoulder and I go, it is truly a whole ass thing.
He nods gravely. Great. So
Oh my gosh.
that wasn't entirely out of my ass, but it was in the asshole region. You know what I mean?
Around the grundle.
Taintish?
Yeah, it was taintish. It was
Plucked from the taint.
taint adjacent, if you will. Okay, because so you're getting space meth. Let me just look that up quickly for you. So you get 1d6 temporary hit points. You're going to get a bonus dice to any strength or combat checks. You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Amazing.
I mean, you're not dead.
But like half of Pyotr's head is fully caved in. He's just sitting up looking around.
This is going to last for 2d10 minutes. Go ahead and roll 2d10 for me.
Okay, it'll last for 14 minutes.
14 minutes. At the end of that time, you drop back down to 0 hit points and still with a major wound. So you will
Resume dying in 15
resume
minutes.
dying in 15 minutes. Okay.
Pyotr's going to check his stocks on his note.
Okay, actually, yeah, let's resolve that quickly. Your data center buzzes, thinking it may be from Doug. You pull it out, and in yet another far too detailed notification, you don't even have to, like, from your lock screen, basically, it just gives you a readout. Pyotr is now worth well over 500,000 credits. And it seems to be rising.
Who took a life insurance policy out on Pyotr?
Actually, yeah, can Pyotr... Yeah, no, never mind.
Great.
Pyotr's not going to
pause-
spend these 15 minutes buying life insurance. On this.
We are
But
going.
he thinks about it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. We can have you think about that. That's a free action. We're going to pause you there. And now we are going to go back to the turn order. Glade, you've taken that first shot. You can see the other Jesuits ripping their guns out from their LARP cloaks. Some of them like tracking up to the top of the building where this gunshot has come from. Some of them like aiming into like the promenade. What are you doing?
How many are standing?
There are 4 standing that you can see currently.
I'm gonna take a shot at another one.
Okay, go ahead and make your firearms check. And you do get a bonus dice on this one still.
Oh yeah, I do. Such fucking bad rolls. Fail.
Fail. Okay. You had established your rifle in a really nice rest position on kind of like the natural, I don't know, crenellations of the liberal arts building. and that like set you up.
Stacks and stacks of theses that no one has ever
Exactly.
read.
And but they've
on the
hardened.
roof. Yeah.
They've hardened, like calcified, so they're actually structural at this point. And that was a really great firing position for like shooting at the sniper. As you go to swing your gun around, you it kind of like catches on the rock, and just like as you try to correct it quickly to take a snapshot, the gun goes off, and unfortunately, it just misses one of the Jesuits, who kind of like flinches. That will be your turn. You can also move. Are you going to stay where you are, kind of thing?
I'm gonna move.
You're going to move? Okay, sweet. And still like staying on the roof, but like kind of switching positions,
Yep.
kind of thing? Great.
Yeah.
No worries. Awesome. Alastar.
3 more shots.
3 more shots. Okay. You are no longer getting bonus dice on any of these unless you kind of like, charge somebody to do it, like right in their business. But that would be a bold maneuver.
It would be. No, staying behind cover.
Okay.
Taking my shots.
For sure.
First shot is a success.
Okay.
Just almost a hard success, but that doesn't make a difference.
Damn. And now the penalty dice start stacking.
Second shot is a miss. The penalty dice actually made it better. But
That
it
is
doesn't matter.
not how that works.
Nope. I rolled the highest dice first. Okay.
Gotcha.
Third shot. Third shot is a success.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
12 points of damage on the first shot.
Gotcha. Is this all on the same guy?
I'd like to track him out and try and spread the fire a little bit, but only if I see a guy go down, I'm not going to stop shooting someone who's just injured.
Yeah, I would say I would get you to pick your targets
One at a time.
before rolling all of your firearms checks. So you could be like, okay, I'm going 2 on this guy, 1 on this guy, or like 3 on different people.
Fair. Then for this one, I'll just put both of them into the same guy, and then the next round we'll take over that system.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
So 12 onto the first shot, 12 on the second.
24 damage total. Okay. Your first shot misses, but then you like track your barrel and put 2 in the chest. He collapses.
And then I'll spin out all the cartridges that just come ejecting, and then ram in the quick reloader and snap it back into place.
Gotcha. So reloading
Is an action.
is still an action.
Great.
So you can do that on your next turn. But I will say like this turn, for flavor, 100% like sick, open, like break the cylinder and all the shell casings fall out and it looks awesome. Amazing. Great. That guy's dead as fuck.
How many are still in the courtyard?
3 that you can see.
How many that we can't?
Great question. So, it's going to go to Creed now. Creed is going to take a shot.
I know he's supposed to be a badass. I keep on picturing Creed from The Office.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like rolling in on a chair and just being like,
It still
Just
kind of
throwing
works,
a
though, doesn't
grenade.
it?
It does kind of work still.
But that is a failure as he kind of like pops out, kind of establishes a sight line on one of them. Then the crack of your gun just kind of like flinches because he went out at the same time. You can see, fuck. His shot goes wild. He steps back behind the pillar. Yeah, it was your fault. I don't know why I colored it that way, but it did great. Amazing. Now, their turn. There are 3 left that you can see. 2 of them are going to take shots at Creed.
Okay.
1 of them is going to take a shot at you. First one's not quite an extreme success. Second one on Creed is a failure.
Does being behind cover in this game give you any sort of advantage?
Yeah, I would say it would probably put a penalty dice, or I might be looking for like a hard success.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
I just don't know the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, totally. There's not hard rules. Let me double check that actually before we go too much further.
I feel like it's kind of like called Keeper to be like whether it's advantage or disadvantage on whether kind of where you're standing.
The column.
What I'll say-
Scotch.
Pyotr's back, baby.
I'll say they're gonna need a hard success to
Okay.
hit you. So the one would still hit Creed. Now, yeah, let me resolve that. I'm just gonna do the damage for that. That's a pretty lucky roll. You see one of them kind of line up. So 2 of them line up on Creed and crack, and you just hear Creed go, ugh! And he dodges back. There's this hollow smacking sound as his nanoweave armor takes the hit. But you can just see him like stagger against the pillar and just kind of hold his chest where the bullet has hit. Great. That will be those 2. And then 1 is going to take a shot at you. They are looking for a hard success or better. That is a hard success.
Okay.
At this point, your nanoweave armor would have regenerated, FYI.
Perfect.
You take 6 points of damage. I believe you have 8 points of armor.
Correct. I've got 2 points of armor.
As you are distracted looking over at Creed, it feels like someone has hit you in the chest with a hammer. You duck further behind the pillar. As cracks of gunfire sound. We're gonna go inside now. Juno, the paladin, is pulling you away. The Jesuits are kind of like covering. He's leading you like deeper into the building. He finds actually the empty office that you prayed in just before the speech. Pushes you in there. The Jesuits follow and they close the door and they push the desk over against it. And then the one Jesuit just says, "Paladin, how long until it can call us back?" And the paladin just says, "Not long now. It is being fed as we speak." And he begins kind of like he takes a little knife out, and then one of the Jesuits says, "No, allow me," and puts his hand out, and the paladin just slices the guy's hand and then takes some of the blood and begins drawing sigils on the wall. That as he does, you feel this pulse, and you look down and you can see some of the blood from the paladin kind of like leaked into your robes, and you can feel like this wet patch where it started to like go in, and then whatever you've wrapped the book in starts to feel like this sickly, feverish warmth pushed up against your side.
Juno has seen blood kind of move to the book before, though.
Yes.
So it's icky, but she's like, okay, this is the weird thing this thing does. Okay.
For sure.
Paladin, you have harnessed the power of God to collect, bring together, and galvanize such committed followers. I have to admit, this is something I have struggled, but perhaps that had to do with my beliefs. I can see what you're doing here is very powerful. Tell me, make me understand.
Sincerity of belief, faith. I wish only to spread his light throughout the entire galaxy. And I do not harness the power of gods. I have been blessed by an angel.
And you can see as he's drawing these sigils, his hand kind of unconsciously like goes to like the veins that are like throbbing on his head, you know, standing out black under his skin. And I will say this, you see that knife wound as he kind of turns his head to talk to you on his jaw start to knit closed ever so slowly. He says,
I have no power, Faith. Soul has power, and he has vouchsafed it to me to do his will.
We do have much less power than I thought. And she's trying to keep a brave face, but has this kind of single tear. If I am going to assist you, I need to understand what you see. I see now that perhaps I was astray, slightly, and your faith is inspiring. Again, I am much more used to you, alive and cooperative, and now perhaps I do see a opportunity.
Oh? What opportunity do you speak of, Faith?
Since we first met, I have continuously been reminded of how small I truly am. And to be honest, the idea of an angel was rather intoxicating. I do understand you, at least a little bit, and I'm curious to understand you better. If I cannot fight you, I might as well join you.
all right. Is Juno trying to get the paladin to trust Faith? Like, what's the end game here? What's the goal?
Just casual conversation.
Just casual conversation.
Chatting, yeah.
Just one.
Just gabbing.
It's hard to talk about the weather on a space station.
Yeah, it's
so-
true. It's true.
Favorite brunch spot.
Yeah, trying to get him to trust her, and yeah, I think I'm going for a trusting and almost a revealing of plan a little bit. That would be the perfect.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're trying to get him to monologue.
Yeah.
I hear it. No, that's a good plan. This is a good plan. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. If Juno is sincerely impressed by his faith and intends to join him, which I imagine is not the case, Juno can make a persuade roll.
What if she is one of those two?
She's not impressed, but she still intends to join. Look, honestly, the benefits with the other guys are terrible.
I will say, yeah, it needs to be both, because that's like wanting to join him is why you're trying to get him to trust you. That would be a persuade roll.
Mm-hmm.
If basically one or both of those things is a lie, then it needs to be a fast talk check.
How about a psychoanalysis? Because I didn't say I wanted to join him.
You kind of did.
I said, if I cannot fight you,
I might as well join you.
I might as well join you. Oh, fuck. I did.
Yep. I'll tell you what, you can make a psychoanalysis check. Because of the nature of like the paladin's extremism, I'm going to look for an extreme success. If you get an extreme success, then I will give you 2 bonus dice on your fast talk check.
This might have been a bad plan. Okay, we're going for it. May I use the box?
Yeah, that's
The
why it's
rolly
here.
box?
It's a team rolly box. That was a terrible roll, man.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You're tainting the team rolly box. Get these out of here.
So what did you...
Back to dice jail. That's a fucking failure, fine.
A failure, not a fumble though.
No, but
Okay.
still an 88.
That's my birth year.
Oh.
I might
Happy
cut that.
fucking birthday,
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah.
I still failed the roll.
And my mother's maiden name. No. So go ahead and make your fast talk check. It'll just be a straight roll. I'm not going to impose a penalty dice on this.
It's a failure.
It's a failure. Okay. I will say this. He kind of chuckles. And he just says, yes. Faith, I do fully believe that when it benefits you, you would commit yourself to the winning side.
Ooh.
But rest assured, things are now in motion which do not concern the events here on the station.
Point of order. Are you still on speakerphone with Glade?
She never turned the phone off.
Never turned the phone off.
Yeah.
Glade, in the midst of this gunfight, you hear that. I'm going to get both of you guys to make an intelligence check for me, please.
Like me? And
Yeah. Glade and Juno.
I don't know what dice to use because all of them are crap.
The tray is good vibes. Roll on the tray.
Well, not really.
Those were your rolls. Don't blame the tray.
I got a success.
A success, okay?
I rest my case.
What was I rolling?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay, both of you have heard just like something mentioned, like the Jesuits have been pulling back, right? All across the Promethean Highway. That's the intelligence you guys have received. You know how badly they want the book. Why did they only send 3 people to come get it?
And non-drama students.
And non-drama students.
9.
9 or 7, or however many.
No,
dramas.
yes, it is drama student. I'm just kidding. Yeah, sorry, I misheard you. Yeah, just a thought that occurs to you guys. Pyotr, you pop up from your meth nap.
Woo! All right. What is the janitor doing?
The janitor is Major Ziggy.
Yeah.
Major janitor, Janitor Ziggy.
Major janitor Ziggy.
Major janitor.
Custodian Major.
Oh!
Amazing. Custodian Major is going to produce a pistol from somewhere on their body.
Pyotr goes to shake his hand and grabs the pistol and still shakes his hand while holding the pistol in between his hand and the other hand.
Good. God.
Do you have any more of the space meth?
Yes,
Thank you.
but I'm not giving it to you unless you're a good boy and you tell me what happened. Where did Juno go?
Oh, okay. So we were going to crash the galactic economy. I think it worked.
Yes, it
We
did.
made a speech.
Caught that part.
I'm rich now. I think they took Juno somewhere else, and I need to go get her because she has the book.
That is the information.
Is
I
it
need.
warm in here? It's really warm in here.
Okay. I need your help, Pyotr. Are you armed?
Yes, 2 of them. Holds up both hands and goes, ha ha!
Now is not the time for dad jokes, Pyotr.
Pyotr, I think
Your
the
eyes
knife is-
unconsciously flick to your dead dad.
Pyotr goes, wow, we'll deal with that later. And Pyotr still has a pistol, and I think he lost the knife after the stabbing.
Okay. He says, I need your help.
As do I.
We cannot let them leave with that book.
I agree.
So we need to find them, and I need you to help me.
I know this library like the back of my hand. It's named after me, don't you know? I approve the blueprints.
Okay. And you can see his eyes kind of flicker, and then the sweat kind of intensifies. And then he looks to a wall, and the glow kind of intensifies, and then you see a floor plan of the floor laid out there. So where do you think they're most likely to have gone?
I mean, if I was them, I would be running away to the other side of the library. But they can also teleport.
I see. Depending on the creature's refractory period, it might... We don't have enough information.
Well, if I know anything about refractory periods, and Pyotr does, it's going to be at least 5 to 7 minutes, 4 with Gatorade.
You can see Major Ziggy just eye twitches a little bit.
In that eye twitch, Pyotr has moved, and he's starting to sharpen one of the brooms. Like the end of one of the brooms.
Like a spear?
Like a spear, yes.
Amazing. He says, okay, your logic is sound. They'll likely hole up then. They won't try to leave the building.
Can Pyotr roll a, I don't know, psychology to see if he knows where they would have gone? Intelligence?
Major Ziggy just rolled a 1. And they go... And then you can see like the sweat intensify.
Shit.
And then points to the projection of the office where you guys did your pregame.
Pyotr goes, I understand.
As ill advised.
Once again, it falls to Pyotr to save the day.
The janitor's hand opens, and there's another stim pack.
Pyotr reaches out his left hand and uncaps the stim pack, and then pulls it up in the janitor's hand in between his 2 middle fingers. And so the needle is pointing up, and headbutts it. Just fucking headbutts the stim pack.
Direct to the brain. What? Hell yeah.
Make a con check for me, please.
I have advantage on con checks because of the last stim pack.
Sure do.
First one's a 93. The second one's an 85.
Oh my god. Pyotr is once again unconscious.
Pyotr dies as a unicorn. A meth unicorn.
You did this, Alex.
I love that. There's poetry in this.
Okay.
Here's the compromise I'm going to suggest.
No. I have something. Thank you. Your input is not required.
You die.
Could I get you to roll another 1d6, please?
Fuck.
That's a 1.
Okay. You gain another 1 hit point.
Amazing.
And you're going to get an additional bonus dice to your strength or combat checks.
I was thinking that we have to give him berserker stats. Like that's exactly
Is
where
there a
this
rage
going.
mechanic in this game? Because
There
it should
is
apply.
now.
Is the stim pack stuck in his forehead?
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. Like a meth unicorn.
Yay!
You feel not a day over 40 as your heart just... Everything in your vicinity is in crystalline focus. You can actually feel the grinding of the plates in your skull where you fractured it, smashing it against the wall on your way down, but it feels great.
The whole left hemisphere was just holding me back.
After you.
Pyotr grabs his shiv broom, goes, jumps over his dead father's corpse, comes back, high-fives it, and runs off to the alley.
Okay.
High-fives it to the face.
Obviously, just smack. There's like this squelching noise as a bit of brain leaks out the back of it. You sprint down the hallway. Major Ziggy's up. Fucking hell. And like runs after you. Okay. We're going to go back outside.
That's for the best.
The Jesuits they've broken for cover because they took their shots and then they moved a bit. One manages to find a bit of a like covered position from you. You can still shoot at him, but it'll just be a straight roll. One is just like
kind of ran to a spot where he obviously thinks he's in cover, but is in neither cover from you or from the people in the promenade. Just took a really shitty position. You can tell, like, doesn't really 100% know where the shooting is coming from. The one that missed Creed. And the other one gets a little bit of cover from Alastar and Creed, but not from you. So, first up, Glade, what are you doing?
Just gonna mute what they can hear.
For sure.
And then calming Alastar. I need you to get inside the library right now. They're taking Juno. I need you to get there right now. You can't let them take her.
Give me space.
And then Glade goes to shoot the Jesuit that she can see still.
Okay, yeah, for sure. The one with no cover. Go ahead and make your firearms check.
Come on, motherfucker.
You do get a bonus dice still.
Yeah. What is going on?
I don't know.
Okay. Fuck. It's a double fail.
A double fail. Okay. Way worse than a single fail. As you line up to take your shot, this is an unfamiliar rifle to you. And while you did manage to get off like the first couple of shots, because you've been shooting in rapid succession, the barrel has heated up and you're not sure like what kind of ammunition you're using. But even though you get your target reticle like right on the guy, the shot just wings wild. You only miss by a matter of inches. But with the hot barrel, unfortunately, it has fucked up your shot. That'll be your turn, sorry.
God damn it.
Would you like to use your cybernetics? Because do you have a visual combat cortex?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Space meth is your only other option. So, great. Awesome. That was Glade Alastar. You're
for my movement.
Sorry, go ahead, yeah.
Cursing, she starts to head back down to the street.
Okay. Alastar?
Another comms being I'm coming down.
Okay.
Would there be any way for me to delay my turn until after Creed shoots?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. You guys are right next to each other in the turn order, so
I'd like to do that, please, because it will heavily influence what I'm doing next.
Okay. Creed is it's like struggling. What is he going to do? Put his health. It would have been nice if I need to label it for myself.
Did you just write down a whole bunch of numbers on
I
a
sure
line
did.
piece of
Yeah,
paper?
that's exactly what the fuck I did. Yep. Okay, great. So he just kind of like, he is going to try to take a shot at the one who's in like no cover, basically. But he is, oh wait, no, that's a regular success. Okay. Yeah, so he takes a shot because the guy is crouched. You can just see this like puff of like blood as it kind of like wings the outside of the guy's shoulders, but is still up. And that was Creed's turn.
So there's still 3 Jesuits.
Still 3 Jesuits. One looks visibly wounded.
I've got to reload my gun.
For sure. So you can reload and fire in the same round, but reloading and firing in the same round imposes a penalty dice.
Is there anywhere for me to get more cover as well?
I would say you can just fully duck behind the pillar, and you'd have like pretty good cover. It'd be very difficult for them to shoot you. So they'd probably need like especially if you're not even worried about like ducking out to take a shot or anything like that.
I was really hoping that at least 1 or 2 of them would get downed.
Totally.
Just gonna fully duck behind cover, take my reload, and sign over to Creed to toss another grenade into the mix of them behind cover.
Sure.
And I can't do anything else. I still got my sword out. I have movement speed 9. How quickly could I cover the distance to get to the library?
I would probably say it would probably take you about 2 rounds of combat to do it.
2 rounds.
But in that second round, you would like get there and get inside. So like the first round, you'd cover most of the distance. The second round, you'd get there and get inside.
Yeah, I can't do that with 3 people there. Yeah, no, have to take cover.
Okay. Alrighty. So they're gonna take 2 shots at you and 1 shot at Creed. Because you guys are both like now like fallen into cover, they're gonna need a hard success and they're getting penalty dice here. First one fails. The second one is not quite a fumble. So there's this snap as bullets hit the wall around you, and you can see Creed just like as he kind of sees your thing, readies his grenade. Great, that'll bring us back inside. Juno.
How far in his writing on the walls with his blood?
He just wrote like a very strange sigil, a single one, and you can see, you expect the blood to be kind of dripping, and it looks like some starts to and then pulls back. And there is this like, again, wave of like sickly, feverish heat. Go ahead and make a sanity check for me, please.
I know. I should roll in the box. No, that's a fail.
A fail. Okay, you take 1 point of sanity damage just looking at this strange sigil.
Juno is going to make a sleight of hand check while on the phone. She is going to tap. You know how you can like tap a
Microphone on the thing.
no, like a
Website.
data center or like a phone to contact your emergency contacts or like send your location, like
Sure.
an emergency location.
Yeah, totally.
Sleight of hand to do that with her data center.
Okay. Yep, totally. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
I should have used that on shooting him. That's an extreme success. I got
Okay.
a 4.
For sure. So I'm assuming in this case, emergency contact is Glade.
Tenjin.
Tenjin. Hell yeah. Okay.
He said he would be planetside by now. Or
He said, Brian. he said.
But he said,
He
uh,
said, He
well,
said,
you gave me the timeline.
I did.
I've been keeping track of the timeline.
I believe you. I believe you. And plus, I know I was actually doing that math in my head as well. Okay, great.
He said,
He said, duh. Okay, you do so. Now, Pyotr. Full of juice.
Sprinting through halls. Just absolutely gunning it through halls.
It seems like
Makeshift pike held in front of him.
as you see like a terrified student poke his head out of an otherwise empty classroom where they were studying, and you see them talk, but they're just like as you are operating on another wavelength, and you blaze past them, and you make it to the door of the office.
Pyotr knocks politely and then steps to one side.
I love it so much.
Like a
and then bang, bang.
Oh God. How many temporary hit points do you have?
Oh my God.
Wait, but if it's coming through, I should get a dex roll, I think.
And step to the
'cause I'm
side.
stepping to one
yeah,
side.
Yeah, he knocks and then steps to the side. He's
I gave
anticipating
them
this.
2 penalty dice. It was 2 19s and a 39.
So hold on. Goes but, and then gets shot in the head. That's his method venture?
I'm not even mad. 2 hit points? 2 hit points. So Pyotr goes ba, gets shot in the shoulder, and then decides that was a bad idea and steps aside.
Sorry, Brian, did you roll a d10 and it rolled a 2? Oh, fuck.
So
The meth gods are on your side right now.
the 2 Jesuits both pull pistols and both shoot at the door. But Pyotr, I will say, you see the bullet like punch through your shoulder, and it's just like,
Ow.
feels amazing.
Does it?
It feels incredible. Okay. They
Do I still get an attack, or is that... was my attack?
absolutely you get
Okay.
an attack.
Pyotr's going to look through one of the bullet holes and put the pistol through the other one and burst fire into the room.
I'm gonna die.
Aiming for the paladin.
Okay.
What
Go
are
ahead
the
and
burst
make
fire rules again?
So there's a couple of things interacting here.
Oh boy.
You have 2. Oh fuck! You have meth power.
I have meth power.
God damn. So what
I
are
get
then
2 bonus dice.
2? So the first, I would say though, because you're looking through it, the bullet hole, and you're like shooting through another bullet hole, I would usually impose a penalty dice. So the first one is going to be with 1 bonus dice. Your
Okay.
second one will be a straight roll. Your third one will be with a penalty
Okay, my
dice.
firearm skill is very low.
Perfect.
No hits.
What was your highest roll?
My highest roll was 44, and my skill's a 22.
Okay, so you don't shoot Juno by mistake.
Oh, the highest roll?
Yeah.
I forget. Shit.
Nothing over 90?
There might have been something over 90. Can I...
Juno,
Highs or lows?
Highs or lows?
Juno, make a...
Yeah.
Okay, you just got... you into your defense. You just got a polite knock, gunfire from this room. Juno could probably read the writing on the wall. Make a dodge check for me, please.
Oh my god.
Fail.
The dice gods are not on our side today.
77.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yeah, roll damage.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay.
Ha, we're gonna kill
tell you
ourselves,
what.
Brian. You're not gonna kill us. Fuck
tell you
you.
what. There are 4 people in the room.
Oh.
Okay? There's the 2 Jesuits, the Paladin, and Juno. Juno, pick a number between 1 and 4.
Yeah, just because I miss what I'm aiming at doesn't mean I don't
Doesn't
get
mean
something.
Exactly. Exactly. Pick a
4.
number. 4? You don't want me to get your number.
I know.
I can't see it.
It's a 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
That's a 9 with the +2.
Okay. You just kind of you missed the Paladin, but one of the Jesuits had been standing there with his gun on. You see the bullet catch him. He is wearing body armor, and kind of like breaches, and you can see like a little sprout of blood, but it was only just breached the body armor. He kind of like stumbles to the side, but he is still up.
Can I take this opportunity to try and shoot somebody as well, or is it out of turn order?
The Die Hard moment.
This could be a great Die Hard moment. Okay, go for it.
It's like can't peel
Okay,
the duct
so
tape off.
am I just making a firearms check, or do I have to do a sleight of hand and a firearms?
You can do. Here's how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
On this round, you can do a sleight of hand check, and if you do succeed, then next round, you can do a firearms check, straight roll, and/or with bonus dice if you like go and shove your pistol up against somebody.
Okay.
Or you can try to just do a straight firearms check. I'm going to impose 2 penalty dice on it. Yeah, let's go with that, and then we'll see what happens. So sleight of hand check first. If you get an extreme success, I'll let you make a.
I don't even physically have enough luck to make that a success.
Okay. Your
This is
hand
brutal.
Yeah.
Immediately,
This is brutal.
like you kind of reach into your clothes and you just like yank on the tape, and you're just very obviously going for a weapon.
Fuck.
The Paladin turns to you, and the gun comes up.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
okay.
Are you going to dive for cover?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and make your dodge check.
Oh. That's good. That's good. Right?
That's a hard success.
Okay, so that imposes a penalty dice on his shot.
Oh my god.
Nice. It's a good thing that was a penalty dice.
He rolled a 5 and a 95.
Yeah.
He immediately goes to take a snapshot at you. You are in an office. There is this kind of like large chair, like a very comfy looking chair. You dive behind it, and your face is sprayed with like foam and wood as the bullet goes through it, but you manage to dive behind it. Okay. At this point, I think I'm just gonna collapse. I've had 2 separate dex orders going, because there's like inside and outside. I think I'm just going to collapse them all into one at this point. So give me just a second to do that math. All right, so we are just gonna go to the top of the turn order. So you just dove for cover. Paladin just shot at you.
Is Custodian Major here?
Is in the turn order.
Okay.
But the Paladin is faster. The Paladin is going to rush directly at you, Juno, and pull out a knife while you are prone on the ground and just going for you. You have dove for cover, so you can make a dodge check if you want, or you can make a brawl check if you are going to try to fight back. Either of which will be done with a penalty dice
Oh my gosh.
because you are lying prone.
We'll dodge.
Dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Failure by 10.
Damn. Okay.
Oh my god.
He got... That's a hard success. Okay.
No. No. No, Brian.
As you go to try to like roll away from him, he takes his knife and he just drives it right down towards your midsection. You kind of instinctively go to grab it. The knife punches through your hand, and the force just pushes it right down towards your torso, and then you feel it, the tip of the knife stab through all of your layers and hit the book. You see the blood get pulled down the knife. Go ahead and take 5 points of damage. How many hit points do you have in total?
I have my nano weave armor for 8, and then I have 11 hit points.
We'll say that even though you got stabbed through the hand, you can still take it off your
I'm happy to take it off my regular hit points if I can keep my 8 other ones, because he's not going to kill me.
I just picked a hand for color. I picked the hand for color. So we'll say, the knife hits the book, skids off of it, and then connects with your...
I'm happy just taking the hit points in my hand and just keeping the 8 for my armor. It doesn't matter that much.
I would like to do that. No, but see, I don't want to do that because you didn't choose to reach up and grabbed it. I made that decision for you effectively.
Okay.
So...
do we redo the scene?
Time reverses. You realize, what a dumb idea. I'm not going to fucking grab it.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I won't do that.
Fucking body armor.
Fucking got a fucking body armor.
Do I get to roll again?
No. he stabs down, or what we'll say is you actually do manage to grab his wrist, but there's just so much force behind it. It doesn't stop. Hits the book, skids off of it, hits your body armor. So take the points off of your nano weave.
And it was 4, you said?
It was 5.
5.
Oh shit, he gets damage bonus.
Okay, well, how many then?
Fuck. I forgot he gets a damage bonus. Oh, 2 more. Just 2 more points. So
7?
A total of 7.
Okay.
So he's almost breached your body armor, but he hasn't. Okay, next up, we are going to get Major Ziggy is going to kind of push you just lightly to the side, Pyotr, and then it's just going to blind fire 3 rounds into the room. So you just hear crack, crack, crack. Just blind fires 3 rounds into the door. Doesn't manage to hit anybody, but now there is like a sizable hole in the door that you can actually like see through, and that will be their turn. Glade, you make it down to the main floor of the liberal arts building. What are you doing?
Yeah, I would have slung my rifle and taken out my 12-gauge shotgun.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, what can I do? Because last time it took a turn to just do the traverse of the building.
Totally. So you've made it down to the main floor. I'll say there's like, because of all the gunfire, somebody's clearly like opened a door that was closed to you previously, and it was like, it looks like to be an office on the ground floor, and there's like a big glass window. So you could potentially shoot out the window and then go out that way, or you can, and that would give you like enough of an angle that you'd be at quite a long range for your shotgun to shoot at them, or you can just take this round and then just run to get out to the courtyard again.
I'm gonna run just to get closer.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. So Glade continues running through. Alastar.
I'd once again like to wait for Creed, if possible.
Totally. So Creed is gonna make a throw check. Pulls the pin out of the grenade. Got a hard success. All right. So the grenade comes in. They're gonna dive for cover. I'm gonna do a couple dodge checks here. Success. So 2 successes and a failure. So the 2 successes are still going to take half damage from the grenade. 21, 25. So a total of 25 damage from the grenade.
Holy shit.
That's 12. Even the ones who tried to dodge away, the grenade goes off and they are all just like sprayed with shrapnel, and you can see them all just hit the ground. That grenade was the right call. All 3 Jesuits there are down.
I'm fully reloaded.
You are reloaded.
Got my sword out. I book it across the courtyard.
Okay. So yeah, you make it almost all the way there. It'll be next round when you're gonna actually get into the library itself. Amazing. That was great. And then Juno, what are you doing?
If I were to try and like, so he's stabbed me. It's kind of glanced off of the book, but done any damage to the book?
You can't tell, unless you like look down to see. You can see, just like, you can infer probably not a lot because of the way that the knife skidded off the book. Like the knife would have absolutely plunged into a normal book with the amount of force that he was stabbing.
Okay, knowing that, would it be reasonable that I am in a position where I could grab my gun and shoot him?
Yeah, I would say, because you did manage to get it out last time.
It's just not very quiet.
Totally. Yeah, 100%. In fact, he's so close, you would probably get a bonus dice on this.
I don't know which ones. I don't know which dice to use. They're all trash.
You're imbuing negative vibes. Pick one.
Leah just passed me the dice I gave her, which I hope is good karma.
Let's hope so. Let's find out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah! Excuse me while I check my stats. Okay, that is a hard success.
Hell yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Thank you, Leah. God fucking damn it. Okay, that's 6 damage.
All right.
Something.
It is something. And it did, he had his armor breached previously. So you kind of like get your gun out. He's right there. There's this like explosion. You can actually see like the burn on his jacket and even on the entry wound because the gun is so close as it goes like under his shoulder and then out his back. And he kind of grits his teeth as there is this like spray of black and red mist behind him.
Don't touch me, you righteous fuck.
Blood drips as you say that, and his eyes kind of go wide, and there is this like moment where you see maybe the first time the paladin afraid of his own mortality as you have shot him in the chest. Blood comes out of his chest, falls onto your clothes, into the hole that the knife made, and you feel the book pulse.
It's just like a really big vibrator.
Yeah, it's like, this is a fun thing, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, for the book, yeah, for sure. Okay, great. That is awesome. Now, the two inside, one is going to stand up and like with a pistol is going to kind of level it because you're so close. And this might be and also because of the meth, Pyotr, I'm going to give you the option of either dodging or fighting back.
I'm going to fight back by throwing the broom at his fucking eye socket.
So not with your gun. Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'll do it with the gun, actually.
He throws the gun at his eyes. So.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's do some firearms checks here.
Okay, so I am going to spend 11 luck to make that a success.
So wait, does that put you at 9 luck now?
Yes.
Okay, he failed. Go ahead and roll, what's broom damage? We gotta add some meth bonuses
Did
to
he
that
do broom
too.
or did he do firearms?
Oh no, you did firearms.
Yeah.
Great,
So
roll your gun.
So you don't. You can put the manual down. You don't
Yes.
have to search broom.
I don't have to look
damage.
up for broom in the Keeper rulebook.
We all know that there's like a 19-page Reddit thread arguing about broom damage anyways. Yeah, that's 6.
6 points of damage, okay.
Is it the same guy that was hit earlier, or is it a different guy?
It was same guy, let's say.
Can Juno see that Pyotr's up and at the door, or is she like just behind the couch? Random shots through the door.
You can
like
see one of Pyotr's eyes, but you're expecting head to be above that, and it's not. There's just the absence of head above Pyotr's eye.
gross.
So- You manage to shoot him before his just a split second before his gun goes off and his shot goes wild. You can see him kind of collapse to one knee as your bullet goes through the opposite shoulder to his gun hand. He is still standing, but he's pretty fucked up. The other one is going to who's the bigger threat here? Gun just went off. Juno and Pyotr, could you both just roll a d10 for me? Whoever gets higher is going to be considered the biggest threat by this guy.
Juno is not the biggest threat, Brian.
What'd you get?
An 8.
I got an 8.
Again. Rollies. Let's go.
What'd you get?
A 9.
I got a 5. Sorry.
What?
Come at me,
Okay.
bitch.
All right. Is going to take a shot at you. However, the paladin is right there in front of him. So he's going to get a penalty dice to try to hit you.
Yep.
That's a failure.
Good.
So goes to try to take a shot. The gun goes off, but it's like super wild. He's trying very hard to not hit the paladin. Pyotr.
Pyotr is going to burst fire at the paladin. He's going to bring the gun up to his eye to take aim, and he's going to realize he can't see at that eye anymore. He's going to bring it up to the other eye to take aim, and he's going to realize he can't really see at that eye anymore. And so he's going to put it in the center of both of his eyes and then bring it right up to the bridge of his nose where he can finally focus on something. And he's going to fire.
All right.
Smashes himself in the face.
Because of your meth power, so it's, I believe, 2 bonus dice for the first one.
Tis.
Then 1 bonus dice for the second one, and then a straight roll for the third shot.
Amazing. That is 1 hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Wow, on all those bonus dice.
4 damage.
Okay.
Woo! At least you hit him this time.
Thanks, Sarah Palin. That's great.
So, Juno, you are like showered with more sprays of like foam and wood and stuff as a couple of bullets rip through the chair. Then you see
This
the
chair
paladin
is so minimalist at this point. It's like, it's a seat and a single strand of leather just holding itself up.
Exactly.
It belongs in the architecture department.
The paladin is still like moving. He's gonna and he kind of whips around to face you. That will bring us to the top of the turn order, which is the paladin. The paladin just stabbed Juno. And felt the book.
Did he though?
Well, yeah.
With the knife go weirdo.
Yep.
And then slid off of it and stabbed her.
That could be anything. Who knows what she's hiding under that bodice?
Can you roll edu to make an educated guess, please?
That's no. So he
Spot hidden. Those robes are big.
I love the energy. But
shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
The paladin is going to make a strength check to try to like pull the book away from you. You can try to fight back, but it'll be an opposed strength check for you, Juno. I think you've already fought back. No, this is a new round, so yeah. The paladin does have a build of 1, so I believe you have build 0.
Yeah.
Which would give you a penalty dice on your strength check.
I either give him the book or fight back.
Yeah, to try to like keep him from getting it, basically. He's doing like a fighting maneuver to grab it, basically.
Okay, so my only option is to just let him do it or fight back with strength.
More or less. Or you brawl. You could also use brawl.
Roll ride.
Yeah.
Let's move with the book so it never leaves your body.
We'll do strength.
I think if they're fighting over a book, it should be library use, actually.
yeah. Hey. That's fail, Brian.
Okay, he got a hard success.
Great.
He pulls the book away from you, and there is a window to the outside of the library, and he runs for it and dives through. Let's roll these fucking dice. Somebody at the table can roll a d6 of damage as he takes damage from the glass shards as he dives through. Who wants to roll it?
Like, no. Catherine? No. Not you. No. Absolutely not. Go fuck yourself. Literally anyone except
But
Catherine.
I've been rolling quite high.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Tom, please.
Oh no.
5.
Hey.
Nice.
5.
5. I don't believe in dice voodoo.
Can I just see what I would have rolled?
Oof, fuck, sorry.
4. That's not so bad.
It's
4.
not so bad.
The paladin had 6 hit points left.
Oh.
But he's outside.
Which means he's unconscious.
It would
But
if
he's
you
the paladin.
look. You want to inject some alien goo in your blood? He's gonna give you bonuses, right?
I have asked for nothing but.
That was in your butt, not in your blood. Okay. Okay, great. Fuck. Sometimes I only realize when I say like 3 seconds after I say it. He smashes through the window, trailing blood, and you can see as he's running away, the book just kind of like absorbing the blood. And even with this distance, all of you can feel this almost like a heartbeat in your mind. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Thanks for making it this far. So ends episode 9. Punigate summary incoming shortly. This podcast is edited, mixed, and mastered by me, Brian Gashgarian. All the music in the podcast is composed by me. Special thanks to Carlin for her voiceover work, and to Alex, Leah, Tom, and Catherine for lending me their talent for this. You can find us on Insta, TikTok, and Twitch at The Stars Aren't Alright, or on Blue Sky at TSAA Pod. You can support us on Patreon at the link in our bio, and chat with us on Discord using that very same link. But as a reward for making it to the end, I would like to remind you that the only mammal capable of sustained flight is the bat. Most of all, thanks to you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Okay, guys, we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in.
I believe in us.
How many minutes has it been? Is Pyotr still?